you are working within the communication and advocacy department of health, of reproductive health Uganda, HRU. What are those advocacy issues do you keep on seeing or imagining that you would want to amplify further so that the voices of those who are impacted by climate change, especially young women, is well amplified? What are those issues as communicated, and what are you doing about them?
I think, first of all, the issue of lack of access to information. This is seen as something simple, yet at the same time, it can be something that changes the entire outlook of somebody's life, right? Majority of the time, we find that most of the affected young women and girls do not even know that they have rights to certain things, right? So this, in the long run, it's a hurdle for us to communicate something that somebody isn't exactly aware of, right? At the same time, you can't also advocate for your rights as a young girl if you do not know where to go to, or at the same time, or you can't even hold the responsible, say like agencies accountable if you do not know what you're going to fight for, right? So I find that the biggest issue has been lack of access to information, accurate and comprehensive information. At the same time, I think lack of accountability by different players in this, should I say, field. Because I don't know, in Uganda, it's a bit of a layman's land. You find that so sometimes people are supposed to play various roles in this fight. They don't really do what they are supposed to do.
They don't take on the responsibilities, which is given to them by the different legal mandates or frameworks.
Yes.
And you mean they leave things at a laissez-faire level, whatever happens, nobody is bothered.
Yes.
Of course, that's not what we wouldn't love to see.
Yeah.
We would love to see how we can be able to work together with the different stakeholders to take action or to confront this issue. But yeah, go ahead.
I like that you've talked about that because it triggered something me when I realized not really involving local leaders. I think it's easy for us to sit on roundtables this side in Kampala and develop all these things that we think might be amazing ideas and plans for people that have been affected by various climate shocks and events. However, if we leave out the local leaders, how are we going to know exactly what the pressing points are for these people that we were planning on advocating for, right? So I think establishing direct and consistent communication and engagement with various local leaders, I think this can go an extra mile when it comes to advocating.
But also when you look about local leadership, you have also reminded me of the role of local governments. And when you talk about local governments, I mean the district local governments, but also the lower local government, which is the sub-county local governments. We need to see how do we work with them to make sure that as they do their budgeting processes, these issues of sexual and reproductive health are put on the agenda and they are put in their budget so that we stop at the level of complaining that there's no finance, yet there's an opportunity for us to put that issue on our agenda at the district, on our plans at the district local government level.